You want a piece of me? Yeah, what? You want a piece of me, huh? Check this out. Hey guys, Fraser Hat Guy here. It's the end of the day. And this isn't Carver chat, no, it is Chang chat today. Having a beer today instead of the Carver at the end of the day. So I did give up drinking a while ago. I managed to quit for 2 full months. I'm now drinking again, but I rarely drink these days. I'm able to do it more modestly than I used to be able to do it. Anyway, that's for another topic. I just posted a video and I got a couple of emails, Facebook messages and comments asking why you want an education visa, you're married, why you're not on a marriage visa. So I'm going to answer that question today. I'm going to go through my visa options and why I chose to stay on a education visa. So I'm sat outside, I'm going to crack open this beer first. I've also got some food cooked by my beautiful wife that I'm going to show you. Forgot the bottle opener. I'll try and do it with a spoon. These Thai spoons are thin and shitty. That's probably a bad idea. I'm going to break the glass. I'm going to get a bottle opener, and because the days of using my teeth to do this kind of thing are over, and I'll be right back. Alright. So I'll be having my beer on ice. A little bit of ice. So if there's any Brits watching who haven't extensively lived in Thailand, you probably still drink your beers without ice when you travel in Thailand. And you'll notice that Thais drink their beers on ice. Vietnam too. I lived in Vietnam for a while. And now, if I'm back home in England, I'll have a pint without ice. But living here in the tropics, I don't know. I think the Chang and the Leo, it pairs nicely with ice. So kill me. So shoot me. Chang is often not my beer of choice. I'm more of a Leo man myself. Leo sings alright. And then some of the other beers like Cheers and stuff are okay. Anyway, but my wife bought it today she went for the Chang. So let me show you what I'm eating today, and then I'll get on with explaining exactly why I'm on an education visa and not a marriage visa, and what were my options, and why did I decide to be on the visa that I'm on. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera and show you what I'm eating today. So what have we got here? That's the bottle opener, by the way. So today I got some rice. I got some pickled beetroot. It's not really a Thai thing, but I'm crazy. I fucking mix things up. I create fusions. And so here's some pickled beetroot and some mango chutney as side dishes to my rice. Side dishes or side condiments. And over here's the main dish, my wife's famous Tom Kha Gai. Tom Kha Gai is a coconut milk soup. Very, very delicious. This with chicken. Tom Kha Gai. Gai meaning chicken. Tom meaning soup. Kha, coconut soup. So yeah, big nice chilies on there. But yeah, very delicious food. It goes nice with a beer. So I'm going to enjoy this while explaining to you why I'm on the visa that I'm on. Testing 1, 2, 3. There it is. some good food. So, let me explain. I've been on several different visas since I came here to Thailand. Let's name all the ones that I've been on. I've been on an education visa for Muay Thai. I've been on a work permit non-B visa to have a work permit. I've been on multiple styles of tourist visas, 3-month tourist visas, and I've been on the visa X, the visa stamp, the on arrival visa, it's a visa, and an education visa for a university, and that's it. I've never been on a marriage visa or a family visa, and I'm going to explain why I've decided to stay here on an education visa instead of any other kind of visa. So what are your basic visa options when you're here in Thailand? Basically, you can be on a tourist visa, a retirement visa, a family visa, an education visa, or a non-B business visa. They're basically your 5 choices. Now, retirement visa, I'm not old enough, and I don't have a pension or retirement funds or anything like that, so that's not for me. Tourist visa, I'm obviously not a tourist, so that's not going to be any good for me. I'll have to leave every time it expires and get a new one and all that shit. Don't want to have to leave Thailand. Don't want that one. What's left? We've got my education option, marriage option, and a business B visa. Business visa, I don't want to open a business because in order to get a work permit and visa for myself with that business, there's requirements of capital that have to be invested and other things, which I don't want to have to go through all that effort just to get the visa. Now, if I do decide to open a business, then fair enough, I'll get the visa with it, for it, maybe. But that's another thing to think about in the future. But to be honest, if I was going to go for a non-B, I may as well just go for a marriage visa. So my 2 options now are the family kind of marriage visas, as I'm married here in Thailand, and an education visa, which you can get for studying. Now, getting an education visa, it used to be possible to get it very easily for anything, pretty much, and keep it for a long time. When I first came to Thailand, I was granted a 6-month education visa based on the fact that I'd be learning and training Muay Thai. An education visa for Muay Thai. You can still get those, but now you can only get them for up to 3 months, and you can't extend them. Back then, you could just keep extending and get a Muay Thai education visa for years. That was 8, 9, 10 years ago. Okay, now getting education. The other option for an education visa is to go and study at a language school, a language center. If you do that option, you'll have to prove to them that you're learning and you can speak Thai at immigration. Now, this isn't an issue for me as I speak. I feel like I speak enough Thai to show to them that I can speak a bit of Thai, and show that I'm improving. So that wouldn't be an issue. The problem with the small language centers, often they're often you're not able to continue getting visa after visa after visa to study Thai. Eventually they're like, come on, what's going on here? So that's not an option. The other option for me was an education visa at a university. Now, I'm studying a degree at a university in Bangkok. Now, I actually already have a degree. When I first arrived in Thailand, I didn't have any degree, and then I studied a degree online with a UK university, and then so I actually have a BA degree, but it's not in the field of which I'm involved in, which is mainly recruiting English teachers and involved in the whole teaching industry. So I decided, why don't I go and do a degree in education or related to education in Thailand, for a couple reasons. One, it's a piece of paper that I can use all around the world to get employment as an English teacher if I wanted to, which is more suited to the degree that I already have. My other online degree isn't in education field, so For that reason, it's a good idea to do that degree. As kind of a fallback plan. If everything in my life fucks up, I can just like turn up in a random country in Asia and get a job. Like if my wife kicks me out, everything goes fucking wrong, I lose my online income, I can just turn up in Japan or whatever, go and get a job. I turn up in Korea, fucking Vietnam, wherever, you know, and I can have the required documents to have a work permit and visa there. Anyway, so that was my reason. The other thing is the degree I'm doing is a bachelor's degree, an education-based bachelor's degree. I can keep it for up to 7 years. Now, usually you'll complete the degree in 3 years if you do enough modules, but there's no rule that says you can't extend it to 7 years and keep the visa. So I've been on this visa for a long time now, almost 5 years, I think. 4? No, I haven't been on that long. I've been on a few years, 3 years at least. But I could keep on it up to 7 by just doing the minimum amount of required university credits, so that my degree takes me 7 years to complete. Now I'm probably not going to do it over that length of time. I've almost finished now. I could finish in like a term or two if I did a load of credits, but I'll probably be finished within another 12 months. So then what are my options? I could then go and just do another bachelor's degree in another topic, or I could do a master's degree and get another visa. So I could continue on an education visa for longer. So why do I choose this visa instead of a marriage visa? Simply, it's easier. Far easier. Now, if you want to have a marriage visa in Thailand, there are two kind of ways you can do it. One's a bit of a cheaty and dodgy way, where you go to Laos, and you don't have to show the monetary requirements, but then you have to leave the country every 6 months or 3 months or whatever. I don't want to have to leave the country, so I don't want to do that. The other option is to do it. Legitimately, and get the visa legitimate, marriage or family visa legitimately, process it all correctly. You then have to store, I think it's 300,000 or 400,000 baht in a bank, and you're pretty much not allowed to touch it. It's just as like a security fund. You've got to say, hey, here's 400,000 baht in a bank. Now I could come up with the funds, but I don't want to leave 300,000 or 400,000 baht of non-invested money in Thai currency in a Thai bank. That seems like a horrible waste of potential earnings on that money. You can't earn on it. It's just there. It's terrible investment potential. It's not a good use of the money, right? So I don't want to do that. The other option is you can show that you have an income of I think 30 or 40,000 baht a month, which I could do through online. I could route it through a certain way, so I could show on paper that I've got this income per month coming from abroad. But it's a bit of a ball ache to go and do all that, so that kind of sucks. Now the other thing you need for a marriage visa is you have to do things like immigration has to come round to your house, take a picture of you in front of your house. You have to make sure you've got all this. You have to do things with the house book. You have to do all these extra documents. It's a lot of fucking ball ache and bullshit. It's far easier for me. Just once every 6 months, I go to Bangkok, I extend my education visa, bang. I'm doing degrees and courses which, will give me legitimate qualifications in the future as well, on top of it. So that's why I'm on an education visa and why it works out best for me. Education visa is cheaper, easier, and simpler to do with far less requirements than a marriage visa. So although I am married, it's easier for me and more convenient to be on an education visa. And I'm not doing anything illegal. There's no law that states if you're married you have to be on a marriage visa. You can be married on an education visa because I am a legitimate student. Yeah. So I think that clears up that point of confusion that my last video created, and hopefully explains my point and reasons for being on the visa that I am. I'm now going to enjoy the rest of my Chang beer, my beautifully cooked Thai food, with a hint of Indian mango chutney and European pickled. What the fuck is this purple vegetable called again? Beetroot. Yeah. Alright guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Shit, didn't that work?